You ever notice how creativity rarely happens in perfect conditions? You plan, you prep, you show up ready to roll, and then the universe decides to test your flexibility. The sky goes from sunny to stormy, the talent's late, the location looks nothing like the photos, and that's when you find out what kind of creative you really are. So let's talk about creating on the fly. What happens when the plan falls apart, and how those unplanned moments might just become your creative breakthroughs. Here's the truth. Creativity lives in the tension between control and chaos. We love control. It's safe, predictable, organized. We've got our shot lists, storyboards, timelines, tech sheet. But chaos is where the real creativity happens. Great creatives, people who do this at a very high level, don't panic when things change. They adapt. They see differently. They respond, not react. And I've learned if everything's going perfectly, you're probably not pushing hard enough. Sometimes that quick shift, the one that you didn't plan for, is what turns a good story into a great one. A few years back, I was filming an outdoor interview with an incredible athlete. The forecast said clear skies, perfect conditions. We had our A cam, our B cam, drones ready to fly. Everything was locked in. Then the clouds rolled in. Not the pretty cinematic kind. These were dark, heavy ones, straight out of a disaster movie. The wind kicked up. Crew was scrambling. Sandbags started sliding across the ground. The client's watching, and I'm thinking, this is not what we planned. But here's where the shift happened. I took a breath, looked around, and I realized this wasn't a problem. This was a gift. That gray sky and swirling wind actually fit the tone of the story better than the blue sky ever could. So we changed the setup, grabbed a smaller camera, found cover, and instead of fighting the weather, we used it. That footage became the emotional heartbeat of the entire piece. You know what? Client loved it, and we only got there because we were willing to create on the fly. Sometimes when your plan falls apart, your story starts to come together. Here's what I've learned over the years. When things go wrong, creativity doesn't stop, it starts. Because now you're fully present. You're not overthinking, you're responding. You're not waiting for perfect conditions, you're creating them. In filmmaking, that's called shooting the moment. In music, it's riffing. In design, it's iteration. Different words, same mindset. Stay open, stay flexible, stay curious. And those unplanned moments, they often carry more truth, more emotion, more connection than anything you could have sketched on a whiteboard. Coming from a television background where every second was scheduled, learning to improvise didn't come naturally. But once I did, it changed everything. I've come to believe flexibility might be the most underrated creative skill of all. You can learn to light, edit, color grade, and compose, but if you can't pivot when something changes, you'll always hit a ceiling. Being flexible doesn't mean being unprepared, it means being ready for whatever shows up. It's kind of like jazz. You know the melody, you've rehearsed the structure, but when the moment shifts, you listen and you play something new. That's where the magic lives. Whether you're directing a video, leading a creative team, or running a media department, being able to improvise while staying true to the story is what separates the good from the great. A lot of creatives get stuck because they confuse plans with possibilities. Your plan should be a map, not a prison. Because when things go off script, and they will, you need the freedom to say, okay, the map just changed, but I still know where I'm going. Sometimes the best stories aren't on the map, they're down the road you didn't even plan to take. Every time I've chosen to flow with the change instead of fighting it, the work got better. Not easier, but it got better. The footage had more depth. The interviews felt more real. The story had more heartbeat. That's the power of creating on the fly. It turns setbacks into setup shots for something stronger. So the next time your plan falls apart, here are 3 quick things to remember. Number 1, what's still working right now? Find the constant in the chaos, whether it's emotion, light, or one strong idea. Number 2, what new opportunity just showed up? Sometimes the problem is the story. The rain, the noise, the delay. It might be the element that adds to the soul of your piece. Number 3, how can I make this change feel intentional instead of accidental? If you own the shift, your audience will believe it was meant to be all along. Your backup plan might just become your breakthrough. If you like this kind of creative mindset conversation, check out my book, You Really Gotta See This. It's filled with stories and insights to help video creators and storytellers turn unpredictable moments into unforgettable ones. You'll find it on Amazon or BookBaby. Just use the link below. Ready for the takeaway? Creativity isn't about control, it's about response. It's about how you handle what the day gives you. So the next time the schedule falls apart or the plan changes mid-shoot, don't fight it, flow with it. Find the story that's unfolding right in front of you. Because the best creatives don't wait for inspiration, they create it on the fly. Thanks for watching.